Sorry about that. I had to take a call. So, with the UIL, what you be able to do is, if your kids was to ever wanted to take a loan out or something like that, they don't have to go to the banks to get scrutinized. They can go to their own insurance policy, or you can go to your insurance policy and get that money out. It's all a wash and rinse thing. And the good thing about it is when they give you your money, when they give you a check, right? You you don't have to pay taxes on that money, right? So let's just say you want to take out $20,000 to start a business. Your check is going to be $20,000 to give you, so you will have $20,000 to pay completely on the business or college education or to buy a home or put a down payment on a home or something like that. And they can never take your insurance policy away from you. So you dumping all of your money in something that's yours, right? Instead of them taking your money and loaning it out to people, right? Why don't you take your money out? You can be your own bank now. Like right now, I'm going to get into small loans, like the same way they doing cash advance. So I'm gonna be black-owned businesses will be able to reach out to me, and I'm gonna try to partner with a couple other black businesses and see if we can start our own little a loan program for small businesses. Every now and then they need money to pay the bills. So if they ain't not making enough money this month, right? They might need a loan of $1,500 or something to pay the bills for this month or something like that until they can get caught up. So we'll be there for them to make sure they can catch up on their bills or take care of their bills, because that's one of the number one reasons why business fail. Slow traction, and then the bills get piled up to where they get enormous, right? Because a lot of these brick and mortar places, it costs a lot of money per square feet to operate these places. So you might think people are making a lot of money, but it's costing them a lot of money too. And a lot of them they go into business. They got an idea, a good concept, but they do not factor in the price of everything, the price of lights, gas, materials, stuff like that. So they just open up business. Next thing you know, they bleed money. So they can think that you're making money, but on the books you're not making no money. You're just in business. So right, it turns into a hobby. You do not want to turn your business into a hobby. So the best solution for that, for me, is to be your own bank, right? So every little dime extra that I'm getting, I'm going to keep my bank account open because I do still have a job, right? And they have direct deposit going to one of my business accounts. So I will talk about that in another segment, how to get some traction going towards your business. Like right now, I got my, I started off when I first started my business. I started taking my money from my job, and I would have that direct deposit into my business account, right? So that's just showing that I'm getting some kind of money in going through my business. And then if my business is only making $400 or $500 a week, or starting off small, I can still use my income that I'm making and add that $400 or $500 to my account. Now that's making it look like I got, I'm bringing in a few $1,000s in a week, and to get certain loans or some things like that for your business, they want you to be making at least $120,000 a year, which sums up to at least $10,000, right? So you're gonna show that you got to show that you are making at least $10,000 a month on book, right? So let's just say, for instance, if you're making $1,500 a week at your job, you get the $1,500 going to your direct deposit, and you add another $500, so you're $2,000 right a week. That'll bring you $8,000. You still have to figure out how to make another $500 each extra week, right? Because you're falling short. So either you will have to, whatever you do, right? Figure out how you can do it. Figure out the best way to where you can put $2,500 a week in your business to show that you are capable of making that $120,000 you make. Because a lot of people go into these banks, and these people call them, they don't even have the information. They figure, I'm going to go apply for a business loan. That's not how it works, right? And then we get shot down a few times, and then we do not want to go. We do not want to go and try again, right? So if you armed with information, you already know what you're up against, right? So it won't be hard, just in case if you do get told no and trying to get business. You at least armed with that information. You go back and then you recoup your stuff, and then you go at it again. right? Don't ever give up. Failure, you can never be a professional unless you fail, right? Don't no one go straight to professionalism. You have to fail first. That's just what it is in any business, right? Any sports, in anything, right? You have to fail first. So, in saying that, I'm starting my own I'm starting mine with the UIL. So I got some of the paperwork now. I just by this being my very first podcast, I didn't upload anything to have something in a physical form to show you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start showing everything in a physical form, because you got a lot of these podcast gurus and stuff like that is telling you information that they got from other people. They never did it before, so they don't know the roadblocks you get. They don't know the phone numbers that you can call, direct people. So I want to make sure that with me doing this, that you will be able to follow what I'm doing step by step. You will be able to have the numbers exactly to go get an EIN number. You will have the cost. You will have the numbers to fill out your LLC. You will have the cost. Unless you're in a different state, which is very. But I still will give you the numbers and everything. That's all across the board. So, and these are things that I have done myself. I'm never going to give you any information that I got from someone else. Been trying myself. If I do, I will let you know. Hey, I never tried this. If I never tried this before, this sounded good to me. This is something I'm interested in. And maybe if you got information on it, me and you both can share these things, right? Share the information on it and work it out together, right? Because we want to have an honest platform, at least about black business, right? That's the problem. We share information that we don't even vet, right? So we want to make sure that we vet everything that we do here, right? And if I get some things incorrect on here, I want some of y'all to call me back and say, hey, man, you got this wrong, this, that, and other. You should do it like this, that, and other, right? Because I'm not a professional at this yet, okay? I'm growing, right? And I need your help like you need my help. So I can bring my information to the table, you bring yours to the table. Then for the next one, they will have both of our information, right? So we can solve the what? Solution. Right. So the main key, if we are going to do business and have fun on here, we're going to make sure we do solve problems. We are not just going to have any problems that's left over here. And if you come on the show with me and we have debates and things like that, and we're talking about discussion, I want to make sure that everybody, that when we leave, we feel the same way we feel about each other before we started. We shouldn't let no business, religion, politics, or nothing like that get in between men and women. Still being friends, just we can disagree, right? So if you're not coming on here to say, hey, we're gonna have a dialogue and try to solve some problems, and at the end of the day, we still gonna be able to try to solve some problems, don't come on here. This is not the place to have beef and secondhand stuff. We would not be having rappers on here talking about beefs and everything. Now, I do have a couple rap friends that we're going to interview and see if we can get their business on everything. But we want to mainly, when I talk to them, I want to talk to them on what they're doing, try to solve some of these problems that we have as far as the black agenda go watch, right? So I'm always talking about that. I will never talk about who you beefing with and who you got problems with. That's not my problem, right? You take care of that, right? So if black men can't get together and beef amongst each other and get the beefing amongst each other about words and this, that, and other, this ain't the place for that. We ain't gonna glorify that. We ain't gonna glorify no drug dealing. We ain't gonna glorify none of that, right? Because we got people that's watching up under us, and we gotta make sure we give out good content. Whether we laughing, joking, having fun, or whatever. Now, I don't mind you smoking and drinking and what you're doing and everything, right? But we're going to have fun. We're going to put out good content. So that's another thing that I want to tell you about what this podcast is going to be about, right? And right now, this is just my studio in my living room. I got a laptop. I got a couple mics. Got the backdrop. I got the equipment. So I will be explaining the things that I use to set this up too, right? That you can set in your own living room. I think I maybe spent I would say under $1,000 maybe. $1,200 to set up all this. I got 2 lights. I only got one going now. I got 2 mics. I got the mixer for the sound where you can connect up 4 mics. Bought a brand new laptop. Got drives. Got a new camera right here that I need to figure out how to work. Right now I'm shooting this off my Samsung phone. So Um, yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. You know, I think I like it. I think we're gonna do something with this, right? Because I got a lot of information to share with you guys, and I want you guys to share a lot of information with me. So we are going to we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this right, and it's always gonna be a solution behind what we do, right? So don't think that we're gonna be so strict and so this, that, and the other. We're gonna right. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna solve some problems, right? Right on solution based. Saying that, we're going to take a break for a second. And
these are no ordinary oats. They are Quaker oats, selected for quality, nutrition, and flavor. You won't find these oats by any other name, because at Quaker, we only make oats for you.
Celebrate and save at Ashley's anniversary sale with hot buys, your choice of colors starting at just $3.99. Or shop new looks for less with 0% interest until March 2029 on in-store purchases. Celebrate and save today only at Ashley.
all right, once again, you're back here with Israel D'Amico on Solution Based Podcast, right? So we were talking about UILs a minute ago and how I'm getting started in that. I'm just trying to figure out different ways that we can get back to this being our own boss thing and do it right, right? Because if we don't understand banking and understand money, it's going to be hard for you to go in business and stay in business, right? So that's what made me start doing research on being my own bank and the different laws to where I can loan out money and help my community, help our people out, right? I want to figure out different ways, like we don't always have to run to the government to figure out if we can qualify for this grant or qualify. We can really take care of ourselves, right? We really can. You know, like if someone is opening up a new business, we're going to be sharing information to where we all can go to that business constantly. You know, whether you do not, you know, a lot of things that we figure out that just because we don't like it, that other people don't need it, right? If it's black, it's right, right? So we're gonna try to bring traction to every one of these businesses. We're gonna start off in my hometown, Detroit, Michigan, and then we're gonna spread this all out, right? So we're gonna show different ways on how to get businesses running and keep them running. And by us, it needs the black dollar, right? Everybody else money goes out and stays in their community 5 times before it go out. Ours might go out one time. As soon as we get it in our pocket, it goes out of our community, right? So that's as far as clothing, gas, food, everything, right? So we spend our money instantly with everybody else. It's very hard for us to spend our money with ourselves. So we need to find places that we can spend money and have the same kind of product or better product amongst us. Even our gasoline stations. So I'm gonna have lists of all the black gasoline stations, all the black stores, all the black clothing brands, things like that. Even right now, I'm coming out with my own water, right? So we're gonna be doing things like we're gonna highlight things like that to where we can go to and bring traction to